Hi, this is Sean McGowen, contributing editor for Acoustic Guitar Magazine. In this weekly workout, we're going to be exploring some of the elements of Western swing guitar. We're going to be taking a look at some of the rhythm styles as applied by Eldon Shamblin and the Texas Playboys, and various approaches to chord progressions. And we're also going to be taking a look at some lead styles, including some twin lead specials. So here we go. Okay, we're going to start out week one, example one. The first thing to try to get happening is our rhythmic feel with this style. So you'll notice in the example, there's a G6 chord notated, and it has kind of a boom chick or boom chucka feel to it, but it is unique in terms of the articulation, how long each note is held, the bass note and the chord. You can experiment with different types, but I suggest more of a staccato emphasized feel with emphasis on the 2 and 4. So let's get our tone dialed in first. If you're playing acoustic, this won't be such a big deal. Western swing guitar players play acoustic guitars and archtop guitars equally. If you're plugged in through an amp, which you probably will be if you're playing with a band, then just roll back off of your volume knob so you can get kind of an acoustic sound to it. So for example, if I'm on 10 right now, that's not really part of the style. You want an acoustic edge to it. So I'll roll all the way off. And when I'm doing Western swing gigs, I like to have an external microphone there so I can, when I'm playing rhythm, whether it's live or in the studio, I'll just go all acoustic, especially with an archtop. So if I'm playing live, I'll roll back almost all the way off with the electric signal, the amplified signal, and then I'll step right up to the mic and play rhythm that way. So my volume's almost turned off now, and you can hear the difference. It's just a little bit of a signal, but you want that crispness of the acoustic sound to come through. You really want to hear the pick against the strings, almost like brushes on a drum. So generally speaking, your two parts, bass and then the chord, are going to want to be staccato in feel. So and that's achieved through a slight bouncing effect with your fretting hand. So as opposed to this, that's definitely not the sound that we're looking for. We want to just simply release the pressure with your fingers so you get more of a... That's the idea, and then if you want to fine tune it, you can experiment with exactly how long you want to hold each part, whether it's the bass or the chord. So some variations, you see in the notation here, we have half notes in the bass, and then maybe the chords are slightly shorter, so that would give a sound more like this. If you want to have both parts staccato, then it'd be more like this. You'd experiment that, making each part come out, or a little longer or shorter. And then finally, if you really want to drive it, again approximating the sound of a drummer, if you imagine somebody hitting the snare with brushes, you'll get those offbeats now and then. So you can approximate that with just doing a quick up strum. By the way, I'm doing downstrokes for all of these, so bass and chords are down. And if you want to put in some eighth note syncopations to just kind of move it along a little bit, help it swing more, then feel free to do that. So that'd be like... Okay, now let's check out example 2. So this example moves through a chord progression that's pretty common in Western swing tunes, basic blues, jazz swing type of harmony. And you'll notice what's happening is with this bass chord or boom chuck part, you have the bass line moving like a pianist might. That kind of a thing, and each bass note is accompanied by a chord that matches the harmony of the chord progression. So this style really utilizes a lot of chord inversions. And this example, we're going to start off slow, but even though it starts with a basic kind of an open G chord, you're still going to want to make it the chord short. So the first bar, for example, is... Okay? And you can punch the chord however hard you want to, but you definitely want to make them nice, crisp, and short attacks. So here's example 2, a little bit slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. a little faster. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.